The Albany County Jail has gone to the dogs, but this isn't a story about being soft on prisoners. It's a program initiated by the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society that allows inmates who are doing time because of their own bad behavior to turn dogs without discipline into model citizens and in the process learn some new tricks themselves.
High five?
Good boy.
Before Abner bounded into his cell, Josh spent weeks on end at the Albany County Jail just waiting for something to happen.
What was your day like before you had Abner?
It was long and dreadful.
In the cell next door, Chris is putting his new pal, Mr. Wrinkles, through the paces.
Sit.
Sit, Wrinkles. Can you sit?
Wrinkles and Abner were misunderstood dogs with behavior issues who just couldn't get adopted. Chris and Josh saw an opportunity for companionship by volunteering for the 6-week intensive training program with the dogs.
It's definitely changed things a lot. I'm not as bored as I used to be.
Thanks to an hour-long coaching session each week,
we're teaching them the basic skills that every family dog should learn.
The inmates are now the trainers.
What's been the hardest thing to teach him?
Just not jumping at new people.
We've always known that dogs are going to be more easily adopted if they're better trained, so we're always looking for ways to do that.
Under the watchful eye of volunteer Jody Deal,
try to catch him before he even gets up.
The 2 inmates are given basic commands that they will spend the next week teaching to their canine partners.
What have you seen in the inmates in terms of their relationship with the dogs since you've been here?
They're real gentle. They're paying attention to the instructions that they get because they're learning something brand new and then having to turn right around and teach it to somebody else who happens to be a dog.
Not just any inmate can take part. The Humane Society insisted on certain things.
No really serious violent offenses. They have to have a perfect behavior record from the time they got in, and they have to continue that behavior record throughout.
To date, we've put roughly 70 dogs through. Our staff has adopted probably a dozen or so of those dogs. Some of the inmates' families have adopted dogs.
But the success of this program goes way beyond that. Unruly dogs who might have been euthanized are getting manners and new homes, and the whole tier benefits.
When the inmates are busy, we have less assaults. We have less assaults on staff. It's just a much calmer atmosphere in general.
What would they be doing if they didn't have the dogs?
Fighting with other inmates, thinking of ways of doing harm to other inmates or officers, thinking of ways of smuggling and contraband.
When Josh gets out of jail, he goes home to his German Shepherd and Skye Terrier mix. With luck, Abner takes his new attitude to his new forever home.
And Chris says this isn't a relationship that necessarily ends here at the jail. He wants to adopt Wrinkles.
Well, again, attached to me, like wherever I am in the room, he's got to be with me.
Did you ever dream that something good could come out of this place,
No,
you know?
I didn't.
But this is good.
It is.
Sheriff Apple says the name of the game here is to change the way the inmates think, and the dogs, in a strange way, are setting an example. If you work hard and you do something good with your life, you'll stay out of jail.